And welcome back to Alpha Day Trading. If this is your first time inside the Alpha Day Trading community, please take a moment to actually leave us a message inside the chat. Myself, other mentors, leaders, and other members inside the community would actually like to take a second to welcome you to the team. Yes, this is a pre-recorded video, so no, I do not wear the same polo every single day. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You'll never know. And again, I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the team if you are new. And if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to let us know. That's what we're here for. Now, if you guys ever notice any issues whatsoever with the community, simply refresh your browser and that will fix almost every issue. If you notice any issues with the stream quality, scroll down to the lower right-hand side of the stream, click the settings icon and actually set it from auto to 720 or to 1080p, and that will permanently set your quality so you'll never have any issues with the live stream. Now, if you still have any issues and you've refreshed your browser and you've already changed the quality, scroll down to the bottom of the chat room page, click one-on-one support, and actually send us a ticket, and we will be able to reach out to you immediately to get everything fixed. It is our main priority to make sure you guys always have the best experience while you guys are inside the chat. So once again, my name is Josh Howerton. Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading, and if you're brand new, welcome. Day one, baby. Welcome to the Alpha Day Trading community. We're so happy to have you a part of the team. We cannot wait to work with you. And if you ever need anything whatsoever, never hesitate to reach out. We are always here to help. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. Good man, let me clear my throat real quick. Good morning. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Money Monday, my favorite day of the week, your favorite day of the week, team, because the opportunity's here, the market's on fire. We absolutely love our Money Monday. So once again, everybody over on YouTube, everybody inside of chat, good morning, team. Good morning, traders, and happy Money Monday. This is our last week of the month. We have a total of 3 trading days to go ahead and wrap up our month, team. So let's make it a solid 3 days, a strong 3 days, a profitable 3 days. Playing it smart, playing it safe, locking in those profits when we have them. As we know, last week was kind of hit or miss with the market conditions. All right, last week was a little hit or miss. We had a couple good days, we had a couple really choppy bad days, but right now in pre-market things look pretty good, right? I'm already up about $100 on the day, keeping it small, playing it safe, locking in those profits when I have it. 2 trades on RSLS. The first one, I had to cut it quick because I did not want to get caught up in the dump. It set back up for me off that doji above the 9 EMA, and I went ahead and took it long off that little pop here to the upside. So right now I am up a small $100.66 this morning on RSLS. So again, nice little base hit trade. Just trying to play it smart, play it safe, lock in those profits when I have them, especially coming off my Friday. If you guys were inside of chat and over on YouTube on Friday, you saw me have a very challenging day. If you actually go into profits chat, I updated everybody throughout my entire day there on Friday, right? So Friday, I start my day, which was that the 24th? 25th. So I started my day up 450. Remember, guys, I had a PIRS trade up $600. I had a small losing trade on MRIN. I was up roughly about $450 on Friday before the bell.
just to give all of that back. And I was down about $3,700, right? What time did I post this? At 11:20, I was down about $3,700. Coming on down to 12 o'clock, right? So about what, 40 minutes later, I'm down $1,600. Digging out of the hole right there around 12:22, I'm down $1,000. About an hour later, I'm down $185. So guys, why am I sharing this with you? Well, number one, I want you to learn from my mistakes, not just from my successes. I had an off day. We talked about this. I was just blatantly, period, I was having a very off day with my trading, and I overtraded, and I took some sides that I shouldn't have been taking. Overall, it was just not a great trading day on my part. I was able to take a step back, realize what I was doing wrong, and come back with a fresh mindset. So again, from being down almost $4,000 on the day, that would discourage a lot of traders. That would frustrate a lot of traders to continue to revenge trade, to continue to overtrade, to dig themselves a bigger and deeper hole. I walked out of my office, I came back, we talked about this for a good 30 minutes at least on my mindset, kind of what I was going through and what I was learning from my actions from that trading day. And with that fresh mindset, being able to take a step back, assess everything, take the positives from the negatives, I was able to dig myself out of a nearly $4,000 hole, only down about $185 on the day. Now, don't get me wrong, with commissions and fees, because I was scalping a lot end of day, I did rack up about $700 in commissions and fees. So I did close my day on Friday down roughly $900. But that's a lot better than $4,000, right? I was telling you guys, I'm back down to $5,500 on the month with that $4,000 loss, right? I was up to $9,500 and I was back down to $5,500 off a poor trading day. But again, I just took a step back. I reassessed. I came back in the market with a fresh, clean, strong mindset. And I was able to only get back about $1,000 of profit. So I'm still up just a little over $8,500 for the month. So I take that as a blessing. Friday was a blessing. I was able to come back, fresh mindset, come back strong, dig myself out of the hole, get back up over a little bit over $8,500 for the month. And now I feel great. I feel fresh. I'm confident, not cocky, confident. And I know what I need to do the rest of this month, going into next month, getting prepared for our small account challenge, right? Taking those profits quick, sitting back, trading less. You know what I mean? And those are just some of those things that we have to do to get prepared for the small account challenge, because I will not be able to trade 3 to 5 times a day, right? I'm only going to be able to trade maybe 1 time a day, 2 times tops, depending on the setup and the amount of capital that's being used with the type of risk on that particular trade. So that is my goal. The rest of this month, the next 3 days, the rest of July, is to get really prepared and really accustomed to trading a smaller account, not trading small size, right? But taking less trades, 1 to 2 trades a day. If I don't see anything, taking 0 trades a day. And that's going to have to be that mindset for the small account challenge. So again, I'm taking the next 3 days of this month and the rest of July to get conditioned to that small account challenge, with really limiting how many trades I actually take and just waiting and sitting back for those A+ setups. Okay, team? So with that being said, challenging Friday. I came back strong. I battled back. As you guys know, I'm the king of comebacks for some reason. I always come back when I'm down in the hole. I hate doing that though. I absolutely hate it. No one likes coming back, but I was able to come back on Friday and scrape up a little bit of those profits. Where did my chat box go? She's gone. I got to get that bad boy open back up, but that's irrelevant right now. So with that being said, team, we have a lot to talk about today, right? We're going to start switching up how we go about things in the morning, right? I want to talk to you guys about the top stocks, right? I know it's very important to dive into our morning stock newsletter, right? And definitely look at every single stock that has news, right? So let's go ahead and just go over to the website, pull up our morning stock newsletter. And again, if you're not getting the morning stock newsletter, it's very, very easy. All you have to do is go over to the homepage of the website, alphadaytrading.com, right? It's a little bit new of a layout. Everything's a little bit easier to navigate and get to. So right here, right, brand new to trading, get started for free. Our pre-market news and alerts. This is our morning stock newsletter. All you have to do is go ahead and sign up for free. And we're going to send you the morning stock newsletter every single morning to your email, so you're notified and updated when it's actually released, right? We do a preliminary newsletter at 8 o'clock, right? So you're going to get our up gappers. You're going to get our previous day runners, my personal watch list if I see anything that I want to update you guys on. And then every single stock with news right around 8 o'clock. And then I periodically update that all the way until 9 o'clock. And that's when the final morning newsletter is done. So again, if you want to get our morning stock newsletter, go ahead and sign up for it. It's absolutely free. And we're going to give you every single stock with news. Again, my personal watch list, if I have a watch list for the day. And right now today, I didn't really see anything that I wanted to give entries, exits, and things like that on. Plus, I was dealing with a lot of back-end BS this morning. All right, team. Again, our pre-market gappers, our previous day gainers, so you guys are prepared. But again, I want to shift up kind of our approach in the mornings. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about stocks that don't have great potential. I want to spend a lot of time talking about the stocks that have the best potential. So again, do your due diligence. Go through and check out every single stock with news. But I already do the due diligence for us, and I already eliminate the noise, and I really identify what stocks have the best opportunity for the day. So that being said, I've already really gone through my watch list. I've dissected everything, and I know exactly which stocks have the best opportunity. And that's how we're going to focus on our day today. That's exactly what we're going to do. As you guys can see, we have a little bit different of a layout going on inside of chat, and things will be changing over the next couple of weeks. All right. So again, Cole was telling me that a lot of the gaps between some of our content were too tight. So when you would scroll, you would sometimes get stuck scrolling inside one of these boxes. So what we did is we just readjusted the layout a little bit to where you can actually now scroll down seamlessly without getting stuck in one of these boxes first before getting down to the chat rooms. All right. Now, as you can see, we just adjusted some of the appearance to make it better on the eyes. Again, we added a little bit of this nice little gradient in our chat rooms. Again, just to really make things pop, make it easier to read, and everything is just a little bit nicer from an appearance standpoint. And again, from being able to get down and scroll, be able to use all of the chat room features and functionality. So yes, the open the stream in new window is currently down for the day. I did go ahead and post up the direct link. So let's go ahead and copy the link address over to our private stream over on YouTube. So for the day, if you would like to view the stream over on YouTube and pop out the chat boxes, you can go ahead and pop out your chat boxes. You can go ahead and open up YouTube, and you can actually see the pop out live stream over on YouTube today and still be able to chat inside of chat. All right, team. So again, that feature is currently down. It should be resolved by the end of the day as we are adding all of the features that you guys want. Again, what you guys want is my main priority. That's what I'm trying to say. So again, all the features that you've requested are features that we're implementing. Copy and paste. Different rooms to see all the active users and their names. If you're tagged in a message, you're going to get a little notification up here that says, hey, you're tagged in a message. You're going to be able to go click that notification and see every single message that you guys are tagged in, right? We're doing the copy paste feature. We're doing the spelling check. We're updating our emojis. We're adding reactions to messages. So we're really adding all of these features plus some to give you guys the best experience. And we're also working on the mobile application as well. So that being said, there are a few things that are not working today, and there are a few things that may not work over the coming weeks. But again, you'll be able to get in the chat. You'll be able to access and pull up the live stream. You guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. All right. So again, I just want to let you know over the next couple weeks, if you notice anything, just go ahead and refresh that browser and go ahead and fix any issues as we are working on the back end to go ahead and update and add those features for you guys. All right, team. So that being said, let's go ahead and dive into what we have going on for the day. Let me go ahead and get that up here to the right. Make sure I can talk to you guys and see what you're talking about. And here we go. Let's go ahead and start with the number one gapper on the leaderboard right now here in pre-market. And our number one gapper this morning here in pre-market is going to be NTLA. All right, so NTLA is our number one gapper here in pre-market, currently up 56%. All right, average volume traded is 1.29. We're trading 1.7, and we've only been really trading since 4 o'clock this morning when we actually saw some action moving into this play. So we have a lot of time to really push past that volume, and we have a medium float stock, so it's 60 million in float. All right, team. So with that being said, we have a nice gap up. We have good volume. The float's not too bad. It's a larger price stock as well. This stock could easily move $5, $10, $20. So again, there's a lot of opportunity here. So what's the credible reason that this stock is moving on up, right? Again, we understand that it's gapping up. We understand that there's volume. We identified and we're mindful of the flow, right? But why is the stock even gapping up in the first place? Is there a credible reason for the stock to be gapping up? Well, we can see here at 7 o'clock that HC Wainwright adjusts their price target to $171 from $111, all right? Reiterates their buy rating. So that's exactly why we're seeing NTLA gap up from around $88, now trading around $139.50 here in pre-market, simply because HC Wainwright starts the upgrade. And then you have Goldman Sachs come in and raise their buy rating to 163, right? And everybody's coming in and raising their buy rating. They've got a 130, a 134. So everybody's stepping up and adjusting their price targets on NTLA. And that's what's creating a lot of hype right now this morning here on NTLA. So I do like this play. We have a valid, credible reason for NTLA to be gapping on up. Now, again, it's an expensive stock. It's definitely not a stock that, you can really get involved with on a small account. But even if you look at it this way, what if you bought 10 shares, team? That's what? 10 shares is a $1,400 investment. What if we can nail an entry and we get 10 to 20 points, right? $10 to $20 of movement. Even on 10 shares, you can make $100 to $200 on this stock, and you're only investing $1,400. So you don't need 100 shares. You don't need 1,000 shares to make good money here on NTLA. So that being said, I'm watching NTLA on high watch right out of the gate. I want to see if NTLA can hold above the 130. Why 130? Well, that was just simply where we opened up here in pre-market before we had that big U-shape breakout right around that 130 mark. So if we can stay above 130 here on NTLA, I'm definitely thinking we can have another great day here on this stock, and we can see some extra momentum and continuation on this play, as this is the highest this stock has ever been, right? This stock was a newer IPO back in 2017. This stock has never been above $100. This stock has never been above 92. The all-time high was $92. We're gapping up 57%. So I do think we could see NTLA up towards around $150 today. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think we'll see some profit taking out of the gate. I do think we'll see some traders taking some profit, right? So with that being said, if we can pull back and we can definitely hold above, say like 125 to 130, I do like this play for a possible pop up towards around 150 today here on NTLA. So again, we have a valid reason that it's moving up. We have volume, nice gap up here. Medium float stock, we can definitely still see $5, $10, $20 of movement out of this play. And again, I do like NTLA, as it looks like we could definitely see some nice movement here today on this play. All right, moving on. We have MRIN is number 2 on the leaderboard. Now, MRIN was a stock last week moving pretty well, right? Last Thursday, the stock had gapped up from around 175 all the way up towards around $3, spiked to around 380, closed back down towards around 350. We actually had a gap down on Friday. Small little pullback, but we had a pretty good day there on Friday, hitting highs of around $3.39 just to get a nice break over that 425, 430 here in pre-market. Now we're trending higher. So MRIN team, is there another credible reason that the stock is moving? Well, let's go see if there's any news here on MRIN, maybe on Friday, right? Which really got the stock, maybe getting some extra action in post-market. Do we have any news on the 25th? So again, the only thing that we see here on the 25th is MRIN shares are trading higher after the company on Wednesday announced that it had added the ability to manage Instacart ads to its flagship Marine One platform. So this stock, guys, all it is momentum, right? And this is why it's very, very important every single day to understand what your prior day gainers are, right? So again, why do we have these screeners built into the chat room? Because it's very, very important not only to understand what stocks are gapping up for the current day, but also what stocks were gapping up yesterday, right? What stocks were our top gainers the prior day, because we see those stocks continue to move to the upside. So we can see we're going to go look at IKNX. We're going to look at GRVI. We're definitely looking at SPCE and FFHL. These were 4 top gainers on Friday, right? MRIN wasn't a top gainer on Friday, but look at that nice end-of-day close, right? Look at that nice close there on Friday. So again, we're just seeing some great momentum here on MRIN. Again, getting that break over that 425 to 530 or 430 all the way up right now towards around $5.60. So where's support here on MRIN? Well, what I see is back down at $4.80 to $5, right? $4.80 just because we can see $4.80 resistance and we can see $4.80 support here in pre-market. But also $5 because $5 is just our natural support resistance line that was also honored here in pre-market. So with that being said, MRIN, I would like to see a pullback down towards around $4.80 to $5 before I get involved with MRIN. Now, MRIN does have room back up to retest those highs of around $5.50 if we hold above that $4.80 to $5. Now, if we never get a pullback and we continue to grind higher, how high can MRIN go? Well, I have marked up $5.67 from the daily chart, right? So $5.67 right off those prior highs. And honestly, that high was at $5.70. Let's go ahead and readjust this to $5.70 as that's the actual high there. So again, MRIN has room first target to $5.70. And if we continue to look left, we can see that we have this little bit of a gap to fill between $5.70 and $6.03 there on the daily chart. So MRIN could rip and run all the way up towards around $6. Now, if we ever break over $6, we have our next level right around $6.60 based on the daily chart. So MRIN could definitely have another great day ahead, right? So again, overhead targets are going to be $5.70, $6, and then $6.61. Support right now back down towards around $4.80 to $5. All right. Now, if we ever crack below $4.80 in that $5 mark and sell off, we could see MRIN all the way back down off Friday's highs and Friday's after hours highs right around $4.30. So definitely every single trader should be watching MRIN today. All right. You should definitely have this on watch. You should definitely have your levels marked up. And this should be one of your top 3 stocks that you're watching today here on MRIN. So far, we're trading 15 million shares in pre-market. All right. Average volume on this play is 5. So we already have the volume. We have a low float play. We have a reason for the stock to be moving. Momentum, right? And again, it's gapping up 40%. So MRIN should definitely be one of the top stocks on everybody's watch. Moving on, we have number 4, up 27%, trading 5 million shares with an average volume of 525. And the float's 5 million. So we have great volume. We have a good gap up. We have a low float. We can see that we have some nice action here on RSLS. Now, why is RSLS moving on up? Well, they filed a Form SC13D. All right. So they filed Form SC13D. And that's exactly why we're seeing RSLS get some nice action here to the upside. Again, on Friday, it closed at $6. We just hit highs of $8.49 here in pre-market. That's our resistance level. If this stock can hold above 750 as well as the trend line, we could see RSLS all the way back up towards around the 850 mark. Now, if we ever break over 850, we have to be mindful of the 875 rule. Penny stocks and 875, it's just a weird psychological level that traders hold stocks down. So again, even if we break over 850, we have to clear that 875. Now, if we can clear 875, we have a lot of great potential to $9.50, then all the way up towards around $10. We ever break over $10 here on RSLS, we could see this play all the way up towards around $11.40. This stock has a lot of great potential to possibly even get upwards of $14 today if RSLS becomes the number 1 stock that all traders focus on. So with that being said, right now, RSLS, support right back down around the 750, pre-market resistance, our breakout level. Also, our uptrend from Friday's post-market low, pre-market low. We can see that we're definitely fighting for the uptrend as well. So as long as RSLS stays above 750 in the uptrend, we have a lot of great potential back up towards around 850, 875, and then anything over 875, a lot of room to 950, and then the $10. Anything over $10, 1143. Anything over 1143 and 12, we could see this all the way up towards around $14 today. All right, so RSLS is another top stock that every single trader should be focused on. So these are my top 3 plays this morning, team. I'm watching NTLA, I'm watching MRIN, and I'm watching RSLS. But I also want to watch some of Friday's top gainers, some last week movers, right? ALF is another play that I want to keep on high watch. This stock has been an absolute beast since its IPO back in May. This stock went from around $2.41, hitting highs on Friday of $20.75. ALF has not stopped yet. ALF had a mid-candle breakout formation there last week that we were actually talking about on Wednesday. So ALF had a really nice, beautiful mid-candle breakout, and that's exactly what we want to see when we have these mid-candle breakouts. We were looking for the mid-candle on Thursday. We never got that big-time break, but we had the follow-through there on Friday. So right now, ALF has support back down at 1742. Look at resistance from Friday. Look at resistance, right? And now we can actually see that 1742 holding on up as support on ALF. So that's our bottom level of support. I don't want to see ALF back down below that 1742. I actually want to now see ALF hold above that high right there at 1905. We could see ALF break over 2075. Team, what's our next target? A main level of resistance. The sky's the limit. We could see ALF all the way up towards around $25, team. So, ALF, there's no news today. ALF is simply a momentum play from last week that every trader needs to keep on high watch. So right now, I want to see it hold above 19. I want to see a break over Friday's highs. I want to see this run all the way up to 20. If we crack below 1905, we do have room back down towards around 1742. All right, then we have SPCE. SPCE, we nailed every single target on Friday. Watching for the break over 50 for the leg up to 52.13. Watching the break over 52.13 for the leg up to 56.78. It almost hit it here, but it pulled back beautifully to 52.13, and then boom, end of day, final target there on SPCE at 56.72. So I do like SPCE. I do think SPCE has one more day left in it. As long as we hold above that 56.78 level, those highs from Friday, I do think SPCE can run all the way back up towards around 61.10, and then possibly retesting those all-time highs at $62.80. Now, if we ever crack below that 56.78, I do think SPCE could fall back down to 55, and then anything below 55, I think SPCE can fall all the way back down towards around 52.13. So again, another back burner play from Friday. SPCE still has a lot of great opportunity, still has a lot of attention, still has a lot of volume, and we could definitely see another day to the upside here on SPCE. So a couple back burner momentum plays from last week. All right, we have SPCE. We also have ALF. Top three stocks I want every single trader focused on this morning. Now, don't get me wrong, there's other stocks moving, but these are the top stocks that every trader is currently looking at. Now, again, if these stocks start fading, what's the beautiful thing about trade ideas? We have our scanners, right? We can see other stocks creeping their way up on the leaderboard. We can see other stocks hitting the breakout scanner, any stocks getting halted, and any stock hitting a high today momentum scanner. So if we have, for instance, like ABUS, right? ABUS is a play that I'm not a fan of, right? But if ABUS does get some action, does get some hype, and we ever start getting some momentum and we start breaking out, we're going to notice ABUS on a scanner. And we already know ABUS is gapping up here in pre-market. But if we look at ABUS and we compare it to like RSLS, right? Do you really think we should be looking at ABUS compared to some of these other plays? I don't think so. So again, top three stocks I want every single trader focused on that has the best potential right now in pre-market is RSLS, MRIN, and NTLA, followed by our back burner plays ALF with great potential, team. ALF has amazing potential today. And then we also have SPCE that also shows some great potential as well. We're also going to be just kind of noticing and keeping on watch AMC. AMC's kind of starting to set itself up. We may have some room to the downside to fill that gap of around 33. So we're definitely going to be watching AMC this week as well. And then we also have GRAY. GRAY, today's the day that we could possibly see this get some nice action for our swing trade. We had some decent volume there on Friday. We had a nice little pop above the 20 EMA on the daily chart. We could definitely see this break 550 and get that next leg up towards around $6 on GRAY. So another play that I want you guys keeping on watch. So with that being said, it's time to rock. It's time to roll. It's time to have an awesome day, to make some cash, to make some money, to make some profits, team. So let's get fired up. Let's have some fun. Let's have an awesome day. And team, let's make some money. DBDB, yes, hit the like. Please support the stream. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, team. Anytime that we go live, you are notified. So with that being said, I'm watching RSLS for a quick little scalp here right out of the gate above $7.60 for the possible push, as we are trying to hold above the uptrend. We are trying to hold above that $7.50 level. So RSLS is one play that I am watching right now for the possible hold above 750 for the pop over 760. I'm not long right now. Right now I am not long. So that being said, RSLS actually is below 750. Right now we do not want to touch this play. MRIN right up to our 570. Let's wait for this one. Again, that one's getting hit hard to the downside right now. NTLA, that one's getting hit hard to the downside. But ALF team, ALF is where all eyes should be right now at this point in time. We just broke over $20.72, and ALF is possibly going to get halted here, team. So all eyes on ALF. This stock has so much room to $25. So right now, ALF, I can't touch it at these highs. I can't touch ALF at these highs. But one thing that I just noticed was RSLS trying to get back above that trend line. So I am long right now on RSLS. I got a very late, very bad fill on RSLS. A very late and a very bad fill on RSLS. But I do like the fact that we're trying to go for the red to green move and we're back above 750. I got filled at $7.70. So not the best fill. But if this is going to be a nice clean push, we shouldn't see it back below 750. So right now I'm going to have to risk about 20 cents here on RSLS. Looking for the break over the 770 here. And here we go with RSLS. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break even. It was a bad fill, team. Why did I get out at break even? Because that wasn't my entry. My risk was way too much. I tried nailing the entry at 750. It popped up quick. I got filled at 770. I'm already 20 cents higher than where I wanted to get involved. My risk would have to be all the way underneath these lows of 735. I can't take that risk. So the fact that I got back to break even, the smart thing to do was to go ahead and take that break even trade and walk away, just so I'm not taking this kind of risk here on RSLS. The fact that I did get filled just a little too late. So we're still watching RSLS. It still has great opportunity. But again, my trade, I was already 20 cents in, too high from where I wanted to be. The best thing, the smartest thing to do is go ahead and just walk away from that trade at break even. So MRIN, we have room back down the 5. In TLA, we want to see this above 125 to 130. ALF, right now on ALF, our high from pre-market was right there at $20.59, which was also Friday highs. So that is the level that we want to see ALF trading above, is above $20.59. GRAY. Let's go. I love it. I love the price action out of the gate. I love the volume. I love what I'm seeing on the daily chart. GRAY, I'm still okay with holding my swing trade. GRAY, I do think we see upwards of $7 possibly today or tomorrow on GRAY. I do think we can get $7. That's my first target to lock in some profits. So again, I'm very happy with the GRAY, and I'm definitely not concerned to get out of this play. I'm looking at the daily chart. The daily chart looks fine. As long as we're above 525, 523 on GRAY, I do think we have some great opportunities still to the upside today and tomorrow. So right now, the number one stock that I want you guys focused on is going to be ALF at this point in time. So ALF is above that 2059. That could have been a great entry back above 2059 for a quick little pop to the upside. So right now, I am still sitting back on my hands, right? I want to wait for those A+ solid 80-20 setups. And if you guys are not in anything right now, that is okay. Be smart. Play it safe. Wait for those setups. Wait for your trade, right? The one thing that I always want to stress is I do not want anybody mere trading. I don't want anybody getting involved in a play just because I'm involved in a play. What I want you guys to do is understand the setups, understand the reasonings to get involved. If you want to take a trade because you understand those things, that's one thing. But just to jump in on a trade just because I'm jumping in, that's a big no-no. I still want you guys building your own plans, right? How many shares can I get? What's my risk, right? What's my target? I want you guys to plan your trade and trade your plan independently based on the knowledge that you guys have, all right? So I don't want you jumping in just because I'm jumping in. I still want you guys to do your due diligence and build those plans that are correlated, right? That are in line with your account size, with your goals, with your risk management, your risk tolerance. I want you guys to still build those plans on your own and then get involved if you want to. So right now, GRAY is making me feel really good. A break over 575. Let's get some action on GRAY. A break over 575. Let's go to $6, baby. We're getting paid on the swing trade right now. We're getting paid on the swing trade. Let's get paid even more. GRAY, new high a day. Let's go to $7 today. Let's get paid on the swing, baby. Let's get paid. Woo! I love it. It's been a long hold on GRAY. We're long. Back on the 15th, right? I'm getting long on the 15th to 16th on GRAY. This is a couple week swing trade, but I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about GRAY. I think we see a break over 6, maybe up to $7 today. Let's go. Who knows? Maybe it gets squeezed. Maybe it hits 8, 10, 11. Who knows? All I know is I like the swing. I like the daily chart. I like the volume so far. I like what we see intraday here on GRAY. And honestly, as long as we're not dropping back below Friday's close of 520, I'm happy, right? Right now, I'm in at like $5. If we ever drop back below 520, I'm going to cut that swing trade. But I really want to see $6 plus so I can start trimming some profit, right? I want to go ahead and trim a little bit of profit around $6 today on GRAY. So right now, ALF, I am watching ALF for the flag, right? This stock is flagging right now above that 9 EMA, right? So right now, I'm watching ALF above 21 for the possible flag, for the possible new high a day here over on ALF. So I am going to wait for this candle to close on out. I want to see what we look like. I don't want to get caught up in any kind of like rug pull. Right now, it is only 8 minutes into the market, right? We don't have to be taking any trades if we don't see any of those A+ setups. And if I were to take this trade, I'd be putting stops under the VWAP, a close under VWAP. So I would want to let this breathe about 50 cents to $1. So I would only probably grab about 100 shares of ALF, and I'd be looking for a new high a day. Right now, I am not long on ALF, but I do think it has potential to pop here. So I'm going to grab a small 100 shares on ALF because I do like the consolidation. I do like the fact that we're above the 9 EMA. ALF is a stock that all eyes are on. Everybody's focused on ALF. This stock has a lot of great activity and a lot of great action over the last couple of weeks. So I do think ALF, as long as we can continue to consolidate above that 9 EMA and not drop back below $20.59, which is where my stops are going to be under, I do think we have a lot of great potential to the upside. So right now I'm long at 21.09. And right now I don't want to see this back below 20.50. So I'll risk about 60 cents on this play to see if we can get that next leg up out of this little flag, out of this little consolidation, once again above that 9 EMA and above the VWAP. So I'm going to average in here for the pop. That was a pop candle. All right, that was a price action pop candle that suggests we should see the next leg up. Again, nothing's ever guaranteed. But again, that was one of those quick little end of the candle pops that suggested we could get that next leg up. But right now, ALF, right back below 21. We want to see this regain 21. My stops are going to be at $20.50. I was really looking forward to ALF getting that nice little pop, and I'm going to go ahead and walk away from that trade. ALF was looking good. It was a good setup. I like the consolidation above the 9. Everything looked good about ALF. And again, I didn't go too aggressive on size because I did realize that it was a little bit riskier as we're only 10 minutes into the market. So NTLA, we need to wait for a little bit of a reversal here on NTLA. ALF, a little bit of a nasty rug pull right there. That was looking like a pretty good setup. Traders and buyers just couldn't step behind that trade to get it going. GRAY, I'm going to have to trim some profit here, team. We're right at 6. I'm going to have to trim some profit. So let me go ahead and get logged into my Webull account where I'm actually swinging the stock. Let's go ahead and just trim some profit on the swing trade. I mean, right now in GRAY, I'm up about $160 on the swing, right? So I had 200 shares at an average cost basis of 501, right? So right now on a $1,000 investment, I'm up about 17% on a small account. And again, I'm getting adjusted and getting accustomed to trading a small account. So on GRAY, I mean, so far so good. Looking pretty great. Up $175 on the swing trade. So right now, I'm going to get an order ready. I do want to just trim a little bit, right? I do want to trim a little bit here. And I'll probably trim about a quarter of my position, right? I'll probably trim about 50 shares of my 200. And continue to ride the rest to see if we ever get the break over 6. So right now, I am going to go ahead and trim a little bit here on GRAY. And right now I am down to, oh, I bought, son of a bitch. I did not mean to buy. Look at Josh making mistakes. I'm over here talking and commentating, and I'm over here buying GRAY instead of selling GRAY. Look at that. That's silly. GRAY. Now I have 250 shares, so that's great. So, so now I'll be trimming 100 shares. Sell. There we go. So, great. Sell 100 shares. I gotta get out of that extra 50. I did not mean to buy an extra 50 shares. So that's funny. I'm gonna give it a few more moments here to see if we do hold up above that 575 and maybe get the pop back up to 6, or I'm gonna go ahead and trim that 100 shares. I don't know what's going on with Josh today. And the only reason I want to hold on just a little bit longer is we're above the 9 EMA, and we are uptrending really nice right now. So with that being said, if we can hold above like 575, I'm going to see if we get another quick little pop to 6, and that's where I'll go ahead and trim. I don't know why I bought 50 shares. I'm silly. Been there, done that? Yeah, I think we've all been there, done that. Fat fingering, 100 shares, 1,000 shares on accident, buying instead of selling, or selling versus buying. Yeah, we've all been there. It happens. I'm like, why do I have 250 shares? I should only have 150. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I just bought it. I don't want to buy this right now. What's going on? I want to bring my cost basis up to 516. I had an okay cost basis at $5. I don't want a cost basis of 516. What's going on, man? So, okay, great. Sell 100 shares. All right, so unfortunately, I let them take about $500 in my working capital. And so right now, maybe it was a good idea that I bought an extra 50 shares. Who knows? What if it breaks 6? Well, I'll be putting my stops on that 100 share position right under 6. If this breaks 6 here intraday on me trimming, I want to trim at 6. But if it breaks 6 and continues higher, my trim will be right under 6 in the form of a stop loss. Where if it ever came back down below 6, I'll get filled at say like 595 to trim those 100 shares. But I'm going to give this a second to see if this actually breaks up over 6 here. If not, I do have an order ready to go. Sell 100 shares, market, finger on the trigger just in case. If it doesn't break 6 here, I am trimming. If it breaks 6, I'm going to put a stop in the system right back below 6, maybe at like 595. Let's give this a second on GRAY. It definitely has the volume. It definitely has the activity. Right now, we can see traders are here on GRAY. Looks like traders want to get this bad boy going today. Over 6. Let's see if they can get it over 6 here. We just want to see the ask hold strong above 590. Because anytime someone comes in and market orders in, they're getting filled at 590, which helps bring that price up. So we want to see those asks holding strong above 590. And we want to go ahead and see this get a pop over 6 here. So I'm going to go ahead and trim those 100 shares. So now I have 150 shares. My 150 shares, unfortunately, now I have a cost basis of 518 because I bought 50 shares. So it's all good. It's all good. I'm still going to give this a second to see if it breaks over 6. So we're going to go ahead and shut that down. We can go ahead and take the trend line away from RSLS. And right now we're just kind of waiting for a little bit of reversal. MRIN. That one here, just a nasty double top right above that 585. So right now on MRIN, the stock definitely needs to get above 580 to 6, right? Before we can really see some action up towards around 660 here on MRIN. NTLA, again, we're just waiting for a little bit of a reversal to get going here on NTLA. ALF, the stock, right now, this is why we could have stop losses, guys, right? We have to have stops and honor those stops and get out, because imagine me holding that 200 share position. I'd be down about, what, $2 a share, 400 bucks? Not worth it. Not worth it at all. So AMC is definitely on high watch today as well. AMC has a really nice daily technical setup, and we can definitely see AMC over 60 today, back up towards around 63. So we're definitely watching AMC today as well. And right now we're just a little overextended. We haven't yet to get any kind of pullback. And honestly, a pullback into those pre-market highs wouldn't be bad. Right back down towards around 56, 53 on AMC. Back down into those pre-market highs would be a good little area to see if we get a little bit of a bounce. You know, let's go ahead and take a Fibonacci retracement off this move as well and see. Oh, look at that. Isn't that surprising, team? How beautifully those two levels line up. The 38.2 fib lines up beautifully with that pre-market high. So right now, back down towards around 56.50 could definitely be a good entry here on AMC. Let me get you guys those scanners. You need your scanners. So right now we're waiting for a 56.50 pullback on AMC. Just sitting back, being patient. We're looking to see if ALF can hold above that 1905. Now, if we drop below 1905 on ALF, our next level would be back down towards around 1750 here on ALF. So we're just kind of sitting back and waiting for a textbook A+ setup to kind of form here on ALF. NTLA, again, we got to wait for a confirmation and reversal, which is going to be a higher low followed by the higher high. So right now we're kind of still sitting back waiting for that textbook setup on NTLA. MRIN is getting hit pretty hard. RSLS is not even looking like it's going to pop back up. Are we missing any plays? So everybody on YouTube, while we have 10 minutes to go for the stream, are we missing any plays right now? What tickers are you guys watching? Inside the chat, what tickers are you guys watching? Let's see if GRAY has enough action to get over 6. Holy moly. Woo, baby. Come on, GRAY. Come on, baby. We want to see you up to $7 today. We want to see you up to $7 today, GRAY. We want to get paid on that swing trade. Just look at that massive downtrend on ALF. Very steep downtrend. And if we break this very steep downtrend, that could lead to a very big pop. We are above $19 support here on ALF. Right? So we are above $19 support. We could break the downtrend and get a nice big pop back up towards around the VWAP. So with that being said, I'm watching ALF for the possible downtrend break. Again, 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, double bottom, looking to break the downtrend. We just need to wait to get volume confirmation here to suggest we could actually get that leg up, and stops would be right below $19. So ALF, I am looking for a possible downtrend break play coming on up. We just need to see more buying volume really move into this play. Right now, we don't have the volume that we really want to see off that level of support. But could it break? Absolutely. But I don't want to get caught up in any kind of dump here, so I'll probably sit back on this play just because we didn't see nice volume moving right there. Right? We actually didn't see a lot of buying volume back up into the uptrend, showing me that there's demand to get this play up over, you know, that downtrend. About 15 seconds left on this candle. We could still see volume move on in. We do have the nice little double bottom, high or low. We could still see the break. I just want to see a little bit more price action. I want to see a little bit more volume from the buyers here. So technically above the trend line, but we just don't have the volume that we really want to see. So I'm not touching ALF right now. Not a big fan, and I'm glad I'm not touching it because look at that. We didn't get that volume confirmation. We do have room on ALF all the way down towards around 1750. So if we get a quick, big, aggressive pullback into the 1740, 1750, I would definitely be looking for a little bit of a dip buy down there. I'm just kind of waiting to see how ALF closes. Kind of doing a quick scan through everything. Make sure we're not missing anything. And right now, I don't think we are. But what are we looking for here on AMC? Again, we're looking for this to bottom out right around that 5650 for that next leg up. One thing we can do here as well is draw a little bit of that downtrend. And AMC has a very nice textbook setup, right? AMC has a really nice textbook setup, pulling back to those pre-market highs, pulling back to the 38.2 fib, and I can actually place my stops right below 56, which is our 50% Fibonacci retracement. So with that being said, let's see if we hold above the 38.2 and those pre-market highs, but we could pull back down towards around 56 and still have a pretty decent setup here over on AMC. So AMC is probably my #1 watch right now for that possible break over the downtrend, for that leg back up to retest those highs of 57.99. So we're right off those pre-market highs. I'm going to start an entry here and scalp this real quick. I do like the potential AMC has. So I got in right off that 56.50 level. Now it could come down to the 50% FIP. And I'm okay with holding my 600 shares down to that level and then possibly averaging in if that were to happen. So right now, though, we are looking to get that pop. I'm going to go ahead and take some profit. I'm going to go ahead and lock in a quick 150 team, right? What did I say? My mindset coming into this market is get in my trades, lock in my profits quick, right? The last thing I want to do is be in up 150 bucks and then watch the stock come back down and stop me out. Could it break and run? Absolutely. But what's one other thing that we notice here about AMC? What point are we on right now? We're only on number 3, right? Our textbook is a break on number 4. So if that were to pull back and then break, I would take that for the bigger leg to the upside. But that was only a 3rd point. And most of the time it gets rejected. So we're still sitting back on AMC waiting for a even better trade here. Again, I went ahead and locked in a quick 150 off my pre-market high bounce off the 38.2 fib. So AMC looking good for that reversal still. But I'm gonna hold off here. I do think it's gonna come back down and possibly do a proper big W, a bigger double bottom, and actually set up for a better reversal. So again, as long as we're above that 56.50, I do like AMC for the leg back up towards around 58. So again, this is kind of what I'm waiting for on AMC. This is what I would like to see in a perfect world. Is again, we're downtrending. I'd like to see that double bottom. And then I'd like to see that possible reversal back on up to retest those highs. One big U-shape possibility. So that's kind of what I would like to see is another little pullback. Boom, right down to that 56.50. Watch it stay above. And right now it still is selling off a little bit. There's not like a super clean downtrend that you can draw. Unless you run off the bodies and the wicks together, which again, I really never do that. I'm going to start a position here at 125 shares because we are starting to form that double bottom, and that is a play that I actually like. So I'm going to start a very small position here at 125 shares just so I can give it that breathing room down towards around 56 and not take too much of a loss. But if we start really shaping up here, I will be averaging into my position to the upside, looking for a target of 58 here on AMC. So I'm going to average in again here. Now I have 250 shares of AMC, and that's probably what I'm going to ride with is about 250 shares. We're just looking for some volume to move in now. Above the 9 EMA, above that little bit of a downtrend, back over 57 here. Let's see if this actually works out with a textbook double bottom U-shape push back up to 58. That would be great. You know, that would give us about $1 to $1.50 of profit here on AMC. Want to see a nice big push here, and we want to see this next candle really open up. We don't want to see it back down at support. That could be a triple bottom crack. We want to go ahead and see that volume move in back over 57. Just like that. That's what we want to see. We want to see that hold. right? We want to see that hold and break 57, really get some action to it. Right now I'm up about 40 bucks, 50 bucks. Nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy. But again, I took a small size because I would like to ride this possibly all the way up to 58 first target, and then $60 would be my second target here on AMC. And right now I'm up about 60 bucks on the trade. Want to see a nice clean break right now over that 57 and actually hold. About 10 seconds left. We need to hold 57. Ideally, in a perfect world, on a perfect setup, we want to hold above $57 here and continue to see the stock grind to the upside. I'm being patient with this one because I do think AMC has great potential back up to 58. The volume looks great. Everything looks fine. I'm happy with it. I'm not getting scared out of the trade. I'm going to let this thing breathe a little bit and see if we can't get 58. So while that kind of does its thing, what do we got? RSLS, anything here? Nothing right now at this point in time. MRIN trying to bottom above 5. So we'll keep this on watch above $5 here on MRIN. Does have room back up to 575, 580. NTLA still has yet to really prove that it's going to hold a level and actually move back on up. ALF broke that very steep trend line. You know, it did come down a little bit lower, then it actually broke above. So support's 19 on ALF. As long as we hold above 19 on ALF, we could see this back up over $20. We're decreasing volume right now on AMC. So on AMC here, I'm going to lock in half at 57 because I do notice the decreasing volume along the push up, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in a quick 224 bucks. AMC, going to go ahead and lock in a quick little 2 trades, 224. Nothing crazy, nothing to be super excited about, but we're looking for those base hits, right? Could it go 58? Yes, but at that point in time, I notice we're decreasing volume along the push up. Not a fan of decreased buying volume when we're moving to the upside, right? So again, that's why I went ahead and took my profits because again, I'm in the mindset of locking in my base hits, locking in those $100, $200 trades, right? Slowly grinded to 500 bucks, but not taking a lot of risk. So that being said, you know, quick little 40 cents a share, not bad, nothing to be super ecstatic about. I'm only up 173 on the day, but green's green. And all I'm looking to do is retain my profits. I'm up 8,500 bucks on the month. All I'm looking to do is add a little bit to it, but not give a lot back. Right? If I break even this week, if I make 200 bucks this week, that's a great week because I'm going to net my month over 8,500 bucks, and I'm happy with that. But I'm not putting myself in position to give those profits back. So that's my mindset moving into this week: is small, consistent base hit trades with very little risk. Very little risk. And my goal this week is just to preserve my capital, to at least walk away with a $8,500 month. That's my goal, not to give anything back. So now we're waiting for a big double bottom here on ALF. Possible big double bottom for the reversal here on ALF. And YouTubers, it's that time. It's 10:04. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I hope you guys were able to take some trades and lock in some great profits with me this morning. So that being said, good job. Congratulations if you're locking in profit. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Definitely give it a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe. Hit that notification bell, everybody. So again, subscribe to the channel. It's as easy as one click. It really helps us out. Again, really just trying to provide this value and push this value to all new traders. Subscribe and hit that beautiful notification bell, team. So with that being said, have an amazing rest of your money Monday. Make sure you're locking in those profits. Make sure you're being smart. Make sure you're playing it safe, right? Consistency is key, and capital preservation coming into the last 3 days of the month. You do not want to give anything back. With that being said, we look forward to seeing you inside the Alpha Day Trading chat room. If you guys have any questions, hit me up anytime. Until next time, happy safe trading, and I will see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock a.m.